straight through. Вот я почему, I'm going to stop there because I've been противник and I've said a few things. I've talked in general terms. I probably disagreed with everything you might have said, but I haven't given you detail. I've given you thinking about it. Dress is not the be-all and end-all. Это не все. Это только часть business relationships. You must follow us. Вопросы. Come on, let's have a conversation. Have an argument. Disagree with me. You're angry. No, that's not good enough. Any thoughts? Any thoughts? Any reaction?
What about Belarus business style? Does it exist for? No. If we compare British businessmen, what are first impressions when you came to Belarus and saw our businessmen?
That's a good question.
Those look credible.
Okay. Okay, so the first impression, конечно. Приоритет здесь в Беларуси производство. Значит, что может быть глава нафтана, виновополоцкий. Это как очень, ну, it's a suit, it was fine. Много людей, high-tech park. Джейсон Цукерберг lookalikes. Ну, хорошо, неплохо, потому что, конечно, как программист, это очень важно, что они, well, it's not important. Programming you do, people know it through the internet. You don't need to go and sell. But if you do need to go and sell, you want to make an impression when you do finally meet them. First time. In Britain, I'm not a businessman, I'm an ambassador, so I'm obviously a little bit, я как внутри мира дипломатии, конечно, как одежда, это важно, но это не номер один фактор. Для нас, как для послов Великобритании, номер один как навык, это писание UN Security Council Resolutions. Номер один. Одежда как посуда. Я как качество посла или послом. Это очень важно, потому что впечатление это очень важно. Ну, как работа дипломатии, это как Нью-Йорк, Brussels, Женева, Вена и так далее. Very important. И потом двусторонних отношениях с другими странами. But my impression is the sectors will be varied. But if you go to Britain, I'll be frank, in Britain, everybody goes to Britain for money. The city. So if you're going to make your business fly in the city, or you want British money, you've got to be smart. You've got to stand out from the crowd. You could wear the kilt. Производство. Это, к сожалению, это как факт экономики. Я думаю, что будущее экономики в Беларуси зависит от развития других секторов. I can't do it. Wood processing is something that's suddenly really coming up. Wood processors do not need to wear suits all the time. But again, they're going to sell to Germans, Finns, now. Be smart in the first meeting.
What does it mean to you? Be smart. So could you
good question. Very good question. What does it mean? Very good question. Because I didn't really define it. So what does I mean by being smart? Oh, wrong way, I'll come back to that. Be smart. На самом деле это как фактор. Clean. So that's the first thing. And sorry. Little thing, but that will make a bit of a difference.
Dress. Okay, can check. Forget about it. Clean. There's another one down here. The speech needs to be tidy. It's got care. Today I'm quite tidy, but I'm a bit with my hair. Just be smart. Glasses. Very important. Glasses that look as though they're held together with whatever. Just be smart. Be clean. Beards. Nice beard. Отлично. Хорошо. Just look smart. I have no examples of badly dressed people, but I'm the best example of badly dressed. Women. Smart. Sheryl Sandberg, sorry. Margaret Thatcher. I'll be frank. If you come up and I'm looking down at something, I'm going to be focusing on the wrong thing. Smart, keep it up, keep the level up, it's easier. It depends on the business. If you're in colleagues, I know, I lived in Milan, поэтому я знаю чуть-чуть одежды. Я знаю, in Milan, if you were in fashion, perfumery, anything to do with look, the women dressed, you could, it was all fine, that's the culture for the sector. But in Britain, women, smart, what the other thing is, one other thing, tidy, it's true. So those are sort of top items. Suits for men every time, first meeting. How do you make an impression? It's difficult, it's a uniform. Это очень скучно, на самом деле, извините. Это чуть-чуть скучно, на самом деле. But I find that the galstuk change the colour. Chut, you have a nice sort of brown suit, coloured tie, white shirt, fine. This is very British, striped shirts, very British. Shoes, smart, again, polished, a certain style. I must do the sales. Must do the sales pitch. So if you're a man, wrong way. If you're a man, let's go back to him. Yes, I'm not sure, but he's got the different colour tie. It's a different colour. Makes a difference. Just stands out. It's a personal thing. He's all right, but it's a bit. I always read red tie, blue shirt, red shirt, different tie. Just mix the colours up. And then, am I going the right way? I'm going the wrong way. No, you're the right way. So, oh look! So, the Jermyn Street is the place in London now. It used to be Savile Row, too expensive. These are what I've been, so I'm wearing that today. I'm wearing those two today, and I bought those. Decent shoes. Church's is the classic English shoe. It's about twice the price of nearly all other branded shoes. This is my locks. I've been wearing them for 20 years. Not today. Black shoes, smart. And then I think women, I can't do women. You have so much more choice. But if you know Mrs. Thatcher, Sheryl Sandberg, look on the internet. It's easier for women because you can wear skirts and tops and jackets. As long as you're, what does smart mean? It's me, I'm not answering the question. But, there's some very smartly dressed people here today. Отлично. I like the dress. Smart. It's like smooth. Хорошо. Earrings. No jeans, no t-shirts, nothing scruffy hanging. Smart. Scarves. You sit down for a serious negotiation. Отлично. Is that a good answer? Yet?
No. Yes, thank you.
And can you repeat this brand? It's what is this? It's shoes. It's
this is shoes.
Shoes and
patent leather shoes. Leather shoes. Church's is the best known brand. owned by Italians.
It's like
This is
like
just-
classic. Now we hear about different shoes like Oxford. And
Flattish, not like Sarkozy, not flat, smart, traditional, not those, Sneakers, нельзя. Как это? Отлично. Это как Sure. Sneakers are like only when you know them. Sneakers are casual, for the beach, for running in, not for doing business. On the first meeting. If on the first meeting you understand each other, you like each other, you can wear anything for the second meeting. No. You've got to establish rapport. Я думаю, что, потому что это только мнение из как опыта дипломатической жизни. Но также внутри дипломатической жизни, это факторы действия, это важно, потому что люди, которые sneakers, нет, ambassador, not serious. И, конечно, у нас, к сожалению, у нас uniform. Это business uniform, это хорошо.
And when you go to the first meeting with ambassador in another country, and what dress you choose?
Suit.
Suit and
Tie.
What suit? What tie? What
So in the summer, потому что я англичанин, я могу. Это как suit, это не this is the jacket, this is not the jacket. Потому что я англичанин, может быть, я могу, может быть, как Геро или Чехов, что это как Uncle Vanya, потому что человек из Москвы, это как suit smart. Summer only. Поэтому, извините, потому что это как неудобно. Это ужас. На самом деле, Родрик Чарльз, по интернету Родрик Чарльз, это только пример в German Street, также из German Street, что есть много off the rail suits, dark suits, always buy 2 pairs of trousers. 1 jacket, 2 pairs of trousers. They last longer. If you're, a diplomat like me, you need it. Every time I have suit, dark, химчистка очень дорого здесь в Беларуси. But it's got to go. I've got to be smart for the next meeting if I have never met them before.
Okay, and what tie do you use?
Tie is.
What color? What?
So as I said, it's more of a personal thing. Blue shirt, I will wear a different colour tie. I won't wear a blue tie. It's just a sort of little personal thing. It's just like you lose the tie. Tie stands out. Striped shirt, spotted tie. Plain shirt, stripes.
And do you use any maybe extreme color like
No.
red?
No. If I was David Beckham, fine. If I worked in IT, probably fine. If I worked in media, films, ties, mutual. So artistic, Спасибо. You don't necessarily expect it. And very unusual. The IT world is a complicated mix of money, engineers, and it's a real difficult mix. You'll like this one. There you go. So you'll like that one. The problem is there's a lot of business ideas and the competition is really fierce. So I think you have to have that, to be taken seriously at the first meeting. I think you have to dress well, smart. Что значит smart, не знаю.
I'm sorry for my bad English.
Но ничего, потому что это как моя русская.
Do you think you have dressed smart today or not?
Да.
Why?
Ну, потому что это как... я хотел бы удобно, комфортно. Это как это... teaching moment. Это мне... Потому что как с галстуком и как костюмом, также я формальный человек. Потому что моя работа иногда, обычно, это очень формально. То есть добрый вечер. И также и прием, у нас много приемов. Очень полезно, потому что мы разговариваем много о ситуации здесь, в Беларуси, о как митинге прошлой неделе, прошлого, когда был? Четверг, вторник. Спасибо. Поэтому очень формально. Not very comfortable. If I'm going to stand up for an hour and talk to people, I want to be comfortable.
Okay, and second question. You are not so serious as I have expected. So
Good.
you're not so serious, and you are quite funny. So I'm not sure that I clearly understand what does it mean funny, but I'm sorry. So you. Don't you feel?
Are you really ambassador?
Yeah. That is the question. I thought that ambassador should be more serious. I don't know any words like serious.
Okay, if I were going to sit down to talk about the situation in Ukraine, I'm not going to be funny, I'm not going to be dressed like this. I'm talking to people who are interested in my country, who are interested about clothes, who are interested about dress, who are interested. I want to make you remember what I've said.
Okay.
I'm not exchanging information. It's not a negotiation, but I'm trying to get you to think about, and I've given you some ideas. Как я послом моей компании. Это как dress to impress, but it's the balance between what you're trying to achieve and what it is, who it is you're meeting, their expectations. So I haven't met your expectations, but I hope I've made you remember a little bit to make you think.
Yeah.
It's not just dress. Have your shower, do your teeth, wash your whatevers. Be ready for that handshake. I mean, really do the handshake, please. As Cheryl say, lean in. Because it really is as important as the dress. The handshake, I think, is a really important one.
Was my handshake
It was
good?
good. It's good. But again, it's the whole thing. It's the first 10 seconds. And if you look like, well, if you look like even him, he's a bit scruffy. He's a dirty old man. If you look like Zuckerberg, and you have, you move on, quick.
I have one more question.
Of course.
Because you look very confident and very relaxed in front of other people. So what advice could you give to people who are unconfident? Have you ever been such a confident person? So do you have advice how to become such relaxed like you?
Wrong way.
Because you're told that dressing is not just
Yeah, no, it's a really good question. It's a really good question.
Confidence.
Just You're right. So I said confidence, comfort, credibility. Confidence is the most difficult thing to teach anybody because it is so fundamental. And if you, so let me just tell you a little about myself. I am, by British standards, very extrovert. Very happy to talk to anybody. I will go up to anybody and say, who are you, what are you doing? In my bad Russian, in my non-existent Belarusian, in my rusty Italian, my non-existent French. That's not a problem. So I have an advantage. It's a natural thing for me to talk to anybody. It is not for everybody. And there is a cultural difference. So I will do my favourite one of Americans, Britons, Belarusians, Russians. The Americans it's the culture is so much more extrovert than Britain. In exactly the same way, I think Russian culture or Russian character or Russian business world, not necessarily business world, I don't know about business, Russians are more outgoing than Belarusians. We're both Britons and Belarusians quite introvert, probably for different reasons. So there is a fundamental thing, you can't teach it. So confidence comes from a lot of things, but if you dress well, if you're well prepared, if you're clean, and if you do this thing that is really, really, really important for sales, particularly in GUM, ne tolka vi corona, ne tolka vi, but everywhere, it looks really trying. Hello, sir, can I help you? But my God, you want to go to somebody who smiles at you. If you smile, if you look at them, and if this is a good one, mirror. So if somebody comes up to you and says, hello, I'd like your help. You don't say, yes, how can I help you? I'm American, I will help you. You're a bit more like British say, yes, sir, how can I help you? You mirror their behaviour. If you mirror their behaviour, you project back to them how they are, and they will feel more comfortable. But inner confidence, the longer term confidence, I could talk for hours on it, but all of this will be nothing. You will be confident if you know about your product. You will be confident if you have a clear idea of what you want out of the meeting. And you will be confident if you don't have success. Actually, you will have a red line. I am not going to sell my business idea for less than $50,000. If you have that clear, what am I trying to achieve and what's the limits I'll go to, and you're prepared to walk away, you will come across far more confident. And you will overcome your natural Belarusian, introvert, quiet way of doing things. But it's not something you can teach, it's just, I was extrovert, I performed at school in the theatre, I did the British thing of debating society, but 2 years ago when I first came to Belarus, I was not this confident. Today when I came in, I felt pretty grim, because I haven't spoken in front of an audience for about 3 months. And I needed water, because I was getting nervous. Practice. It's so important for business. Failure is nothing wrong with failure in business. It is through failure success will come. The trouble is you have to fail 99 times to get the success. It's easier, it's very important. In Silicon Valley, the Silicon Valley is full of people who are not Zuckerberg, who are not all these other people. Just remember that. You are like them. Not a real business guru. Any more questions?
Excuse me, Bruce, what is yawn? The last yawn.
Yawn?
Yes.
What is my little boy? He's Ukrainian, schooling. You're meeting, meetings, you have a meeting, and you're going fine, and then the guy just goes, yawn. I mean, how off-putting is a yawn? It's really off-putting. It means you're tired, you're not interested, you're bored. It's actually quite easy to yawn at a meeting. Great.
Well, here talking about clothing, and you are the ambassador of the British, so tell me please, do British really care about clothing?
Что do British care about?
British care about the clothing.
I can't get the last word.
Clothing. About clothes.
Clothing!
Yeah.
По сравнению с людьми в Милано нет. Нет. По сравнению с людьми в Мадриде да. Да, да. Или Зара, может быть, кроме Зары.
In comparison to Belarusian people.
Yes. Yes. But not a great deal more. They do care, I'll tell you what they do care, we call it grooming. To jest grooming, so hair, glasses, hygiene, breath, they care. We spend more on product, we spend something like twice as much on что это по-английски, по-русски, cleaning, hair, shampoo и так далее than the French. My God, we spend money. So yeah, we are metrosexual now in Britain. Понимаете, почему это metrosexual? David Beckham, конечно, это как номер один премьер, люди, человек, который как у него это grooming номер один, very smart, beautifully turned out, all the girls go, all the but 63 million people remember the Industrial Revolution began on cotton and wool. Nearly all of our textile industry has gone. It's gone 3 generations. It's gone first, well, it was India, and perhaps China, it's now Bangladesh, Vietnam, Egypt, Vietnam. What we have left are the top brands of shoes, top brands of clothing, of men's suits. Women's, it's like street fashion, it's designers. We design, the rest of the world makes. So that's where we're interested in clothes. And of course, we're protivniki. So we're punk, we're piercings, we're tattoos, and oh my God. What? What? How many more minutes? Because I was told an hour only. And that was early. Let's do 8 more minutes. Look at that. Orchard smart. That's how an ambassador should dress. Different colour tie. I don't wear yellow ties with white shirts. I wear yellow ties with blue shirt. But that's fine. You can have blue shirt and blue shoes. Shoes? No, for sure. Those are very British. Any more questions?
About new trends, how do you tell us about new trends in clothing? Well,
New trends in?
clothing. Well, Vadim is looks like now ambassador today. In the future, in the next year, what he should wear to be an ambassador? Or wait to year?
На самом деле я не знаю.
What is changing in smart
Я
clothes?
живу в Беларуси. На самом деле это как очень консервативно, как общество в Великобритании, только бизнес-общество не изменяется много каждый год. На самом деле. Может быть, fashion в Милано, оно сейчас это как orange is the new black. Я не знаю, на самом деле. Извините, потому что для меня, конечно, чуть-чуть, это может быть это чуть-чуть narrower, choo-choo wider. Shirts, ties are a little bit narrower than they were 5 years ago, quite a bit. That's quite nice. But на самом деле, как есть все, вы можете покупать почти все. И, конечно, McQueen, fashion, Alexander McQueen and the top fashion people like, you know, fashion's going to come and go so quickly. Business, first, it's первый раз, it's как negotiation. You play safe on the very first meeting. You dress as smartly as you can, however you define this smart, this meeting, and then you take it from there.
Smart something.
Street smart would be, I don't know, I'm too old. Это как, я не знаю, извините, потому что я пожилой чуть-чуть.
Опять же, то, что мы говорили, что стиль – это эволюция, и она не будет меняться в следующем году, а вот мода может меняться каждый год, то есть это может… Да, и поэтому мы не можем это предугадать, но вопрос выкатится там быть модным, или нет, это не значит, что когда модно, вы не стильный, то есть может быть в какой-то своей аудитории.
Могу говорить про тенденции, нужно сравнить.
Вот тенденции в моде – это одно, а тенденции в бизнес-стиле, они не сильно меняются. То есть там мода приносит какие-то моменты.
И на самом деле, может быть, 10 лет назад был как мода, он стиль, я не знаю по-русски, double-breasted. И сейчас, я думаю, что не существует фигуры. I haven't seen it in London for 2 or 3 years. Это как очень традиционно. Это как cycle.
One more question about confidence. You said that it's difficult to learn confidence, or if men change an environment or society, can he be more confident through some time, after some time?
Yes. Confidence comes from knowing what you're doing. And actually, I think particularly for entrepreneurs, they often do not know what they're doing. And they are the most self-confident people. I mean, that's a fact of life. I'm not an entrepreneur, particularly. I'm more confident in things I've done before. It's just how it is. It's just a fact of life. If you're in a business, you want to hit. If you are not entrepreneurial, you want to hitch yourself to an entrepreneur and hang on tight. If you can do their books, if you can manage their money, if you can sell for them, fantastic. You hang on to them tight. They will need you because they're crazy people. But you can't. Confidence is a very complicated thing. I have been ведущий Министерства Великобритании, то есть Foreign Office. Я был коуч. Я знаю хорошо, как это вопрос confidence, это уверенность, самая уверенность. Это почти невозможно, как стимулировать, без как много техник. Get everything right, be prepared, have a plan, be ready to fail. Know where your red lines are, know what you're trying to achieve. And you will be surprised at how many meetings you go into and the other side don't know what they want. Ask Vladimir Putin, what does he want to know? But it's a serious point. You know what you want, you will project it. If somebody has got lots of money but doesn't know what to do with it, you are the solution to them. Потому что у вас может быть идея, у вас технология, у вас как новый. That will help. Helps me in mine.
So were you so confident in your 20 or 25? No? So you can improve it.
My father died when I was 22. A week before my final university exams. It took me about 10 years to recover. Because I didn't feel, well, it was a big place. I was a diplomat, but I felt really unconfident. And I slowly sort of, children, help, I've got children. Fantastic, children. Yeah, done. Boom.
You said that it's very important to know what you want to achieve to feel confident. So
Well, it helps, yes.
It helps, yeah. So you looks like a very confident man. So what was your aim on this meeting? Because you have asked us about our expectation. So what was your expectation?
Good question. So my aim was, first of all, my aim was to have a coherent little story to give. I wasn't sure if it was right, but I wanted to get you entertained. I had a good laugh very early on with the yawn, and they all laughed. Oh, they're watching this. I felt better about myself. But I also wanted to be protivnik because I like being protivnik, and I know that you've got very detailed advice. I wanted to be different, so that's my usual mood, работы. But I also wanted to engage, and I wanted you to comment, and that, because, you know, I couldn't... Я англичанин, я говорю очень хорошо по-английски, это не просто, это не трудно для меня, but it's very important to try and, you know, have connection. And I achieved that, and I was off. Whether what I've said is true or not, I don't know. But I do think that when I was trying to come up with one idea I wanted to come away with was actually, when you're seeing an ambassador, you will have your impressions of the ambassador, your expectations. I want you to go away and think about your expectations. People will have of you and how you want an ambassador to be. You want the ambassador to be smart, with it, impressive. That's what you want. Death pie PowerPoint. Never too many words. Pictures and images get the ideas into the head, not words. On that note, хватит или нет? One more question. Нет? Thank you very much. I've enjoyed it.